Like many Americans, I had to watch Stephen Colbert's interview with James Tallarico on YouTube because it was censored by Trump's FCC and not allowed to play on CBS. Totally normal, moving on. Colbert asked Tallarico about his involvement with the Texas legislature's attempt to ban furry and furry-like behavior in Texas schools.
You had to weigh in on legislation about, and I hope I'm reading this correctly, furries.
I did.
Now, I know what furries are, and is that the same furries that I do not use my work computer to search for?
That's right.
Now, I like to think of myself as a connoisseur of all things furry, but this particular event passed me by. I missed it. So I did some digging, and indeed, the Texas legislature actually did attempt to pass an anti-furry bill in Texas in April 2025. What are they doing? Representative Stan Gertz introduced a proposal named the FURRIES Act, which stands for Forbidding Unlawful Representation of Role-Playing in Education. What a downer. The bill would have required Texas public schools to prohibit a bunch of very strange behaviors that nobody was doing anyway. It would have explicitly banned the following: using a litter box to dispose of bodily wastes, wearing and using tails, leashes, collars, animal-like ears. Who does that? Fur, barking, meowing, hissing, and licking for grooming. Ooh. The bill would have given the Texas Attorney General, a very normal guy named Ken Paxton, it would have given this guy the power to fine schools $10,000 on their first violation and $25,000 for subsequent violations. I can't see a goddamn thing. How do furries do this? So the proposal was linked to this long-running rumor, canard, urban legend that liberal schools were so putrefied with wokeness that they were allowing students who believed that they were cats or dogs or, I don't know, ferrets, to use litter boxes in classes. This was, of course, false. Snopes and a bunch of other fact checkers found no evidence for this. And in fact, Senate hopeful James Tallarico was one of the fact checkers on the Education Committee who helped poke holes and shoot down this wild waste of Texas taxpayer money.
Can you name a school where it has been confirmed that students are using litter boxes?
Well, what we do with this bill is we prevent that from happening, but what we don't take out, and I know we've talked about some active shooter situations, and there's been talk that this bill will ban the litter box for active school situations, and they're called the go buckets, which this doesn't affect that. This is for the students that are, or per se, the litter boxes, if there are any.
Okay, and respectfully, Representative Gertz, we bring bills that solve problems, and when you introduced this bill, you said schools have even provided litter boxes for students identifying as animals. I'm asking,
and that's what we've gotten some reports of. Did I go to these school districts and visit and see it with my own eyes? No.
And what school districts reported this?
That we got reports from. We got reports from. Well, Smith and Smithville confirmed they did not have one.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the FURRIES Act died. But there are moments in American history that deserve to be remembered. In the glory days of our republic, the refrain went, "Remember the Alamo." Well, now I say to you, dear viewer, remember the FURRIES Act. Remember what they took from us. Children are shitting in litter boxes left and right now in our schools. It is an epidemic, and the woke liberals are to blame. The absurdity of the American circus continues. I will keep covering it as long as my antidepressants keep me working. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Goblinsburg, and please don't shit in any litter boxes.